Now, this week, the Justice Minister said government would introduce a land court bill to Parliament to propose the establishment of a land court. The idea behind it is to speed up settlements and reduce the scope for corruption. To discuss, we're now joined by Justice and Correctional Services Minister Ronald Lamola. Minister Lamola, thank you for being with us. So this is a specialised court, like a labour court, I guess. Given the centrality of land, the political, the social implications, the emotions around this, my first question to you is, why wasn't this done much sooner?
Thank you to you and the viewers at home. As you will be aware, the Restitution Act had provided for a land claims court, which was looked at as a temporary measure to deal with land restitution from the early stages of the Land Restitution Act. But that court was operating with the judges that are seconded from the various divisions of the high courts. Hence, now it has become clear that the land question is an issue that the government has to prioritize and ensure that the land issues are resolved. This court will now be the permanent home of all land issues. It will help us also to develop jurisprudence in regard to the land question. It will also help us to develop the issues that relates to the just and equitable compensation as defined in Section 25 of the Constitution. But it will also simplify the process of land claim for the claimants, because, as you have said, it's almost going to be akin like the labor court kind of format, which also has a kind of a mediation and arbitration format, the CCMA kind of format, which is more like an informal platform where a representative of the community or community activists will be able to present their evidence. And I think this is a clear signal by the government and the people of this country to resolve the land disputes. And it has got a list of legislations that will be following within its jurisdiction. The idea is that it will start in an incremental manner up until it handles and deal with the almost all legislations that relates to the land question.
So I mean, land claimants are dispersed across the country, and there's this huge need. Are we talking about one physical court or many?
Yes, as you are aware, the current land claims court is in Randburg. It will also have its sitting there in Randburg, but the Act is designed in a manner where it will also have provincial divisions, like in various provinces. But also, if, for example, there is a land claim that could sit in one particular area for some period of time, the Act is designed with that flexibility that the court can sit anywhere in the country, in the deep rural KwaZulu-Natal or deep rural Limpopo, to hear a particular land claim and also deal with that. That will also help in terms of access for that community or for the people around the area to be able to participate in the area near them. So it is designed with some level of flexibility that will enable it to operate almost in all the provinces across the country.
Minister, you say this bill deals with systemic hurdles to land restitution. What are those hurdles?
Obviously, one of the criticism that was leveled against the current system is that it did not have permanent judges that will be dedicated specifically for it, but also those that will also deal and develop with some kind of speciality, the land jurisprudence. Hence, it will also have its own appeal court. But one of the issues also was that the Land Commission was also dealing with mediation and also being a representative of the claimants and also doing research and so forth. So now we are going to relieve the Land Commission of the mediation aspect in terms of these matters, where it could still negotiate. But if an issue now needs mediation, it will have to be done under the auspices of the mediation chamber of the court.
So will there be enough lawyers, enough people to do legal representation, enough judges, enough support staff? Because you've spoken about the criticism that government has been sitting on bottlenecks, that this should have been a priority given the emotions around land expropriation for years. Will this really move things along, Minister?
Yes, it will have 4 permanent judges and one judge president. But as I've said, it's designed in a manner where it will almost be kind of like the labor court kind of a system, or the CCMA system, where trade unions can represent their members. So even in this instance, land activists or someone who has got interest could also be able to represent the community. It will not be fully a kind of a process where only legal representative can be. Yeah. But those that will have the skill and the knowledge can still participate. But we're also looking at expanding the mandate of the Legal Aid Board to also deal with the land question, which we are currently engaging with rural development. It will soon be finalized, and we will announce that. And we hope this will further give a platform for a lot of young practitioners and black lawyers, a new space of the law where they could also be trained and also be expert in the land on the land question.
Minister, final question. We're running out of time. What about the timing of this? Should we read anything into it? It comes as we're heading towards changing the constitution to allow for land expropriation without compensation. Is this to help those claims be handled fairly, as the president has promised they will be?
Yes, definitely. It will also, as and when the expropriation bill is passed, and also the parliamentary process on the amendment of Section 25 is concluded, it will also be added and as one of the legislations that could be adjudicated by this court. We have not included it now because it's still at the bill stage, but as soon as it becomes an act, it will be one of those that we add as a legislation to be handled by this court, because that will bring jurisprudential certainty. And it will also bring legal certainty and for investment, even for the communities and the social system in our country. There will be certainty with regards to the land question, how you deal with it, and how the issues are calculated, and all issues that relate to the land question. The courts will also develop that. And, I think with time, in the next 5 to 10 years, there will be clarity and certainty in terms of jurisprudence in that regard.
Yeah. All right, Minister, thank you very much. I hope we can chat again. Some would say we need to get clarity a lot sooner. In 5 to 10 years, that uncertainty could reach worrying levels around how expropriation will be dealt with. Hopefully we can chat again. That was Minister of Justice and Correctional Services, Ronald Lamola.